This pirate adventure film from director Rennie Harlin was released in December of 1995, where it barely made back 10% of its hugely inflated $100 million budget. Famously, this PG-13 rated movie held the title of biggest box office flop of all time in the Guinness Book of World Records during the entirety of that category's existence. The notoriously troubled and chaotic production involved multiple rewrites and casting changes, which spelled the end for the already fledgling Carol Co. Pictures, who went bankrupt just before the film was released and never produced another movie ever again. A steep fall for the company that released huge hits like Cliffhanger and Terminator 2 just a few years prior. The quick-moving 124-minute narrative pits a female pirate and her thieving companion against a fierce rival as they race for treasure on a hidden island. After making a name for herself in lighter comedies, Geena Davis is horribly miscast in the lead role, unbelievable as a leader of bloodthirsty pirates and rarely convincing in the romantic moments. Her line delivery is so often cringeworthy it becomes painfully obvious she only secured the job because she was sleeping with the director. Indeed, Harlin's myopic decision to cast his then-wife is perhaps the worst casting decision since John Wayne played Genghis Khan. Opposite her, in a role originally intended for Michael Douglas, is the far less bankable Matthew Modine, who mugs for the camera, functioning only as a poor man's Cary Elwes. The smarmy sidekick is recruited for his knowledge of an ancient language, humorously remarking to Davis in the middle of a firefight, "It is hard to imagine which part of your life would require me to speak Latin." The only noteworthy actor in the cast is Frank Langlia, once again playing a treacherous villain who has no issue murdering his own family to get one step closer to fame and fortune. Constructing hundreds of period-authentic costumes and city-sized sets is expensive enough, but blowing them up in slow motion requires Donald Trump levels of financial negligence. Seriously, Cutthroat Island contains more explosions than a Michael Bay clip show. That said, the old-fashioned action spectacle and practical effects are reminiscent of classic Hollywood, complete with some impressive stunt work. One particularly fun chase sequence along the Caribbean oceanfront actually seems tailor-made for a theme park attraction.
Visit that shop again when I have more time.
Harlin makes ample use of wide shots and helicopter photography to frame all of these gigantic battles, but they occasionally expose some less than convincing background players. The shining element of this bloated experience has to be John Debney's Majestic Score, providing some really fantastic themes that boom with full orchestration. Ultimately though, a few action set pieces and a good soundtrack aren't enough to overcome the uninteresting characters or tensionless battles. A fun ride for all ages, at least on a single viewing, Cutthroat Island delivers old-fashioned entertainment despite its many disappointments. I thought it was an alright movie.